Once upon a time, in a remote mountain monastery in Japan, there lived a renowned Zen master named Ryo. He was known throughout the land not for his words, but for his profound presence. People from far and wide would travel to seek his wisdom, and they often left feeling profoundly changed. One day, a curious traveler ventured up the winding mountain path to the monastery. He had heard tales of Ryo's remarkable presence and was eager to experience it for himself. As he reached the monastery, he was greeted by the peaceful stillness of the place, with cherry blossom trees swaying gently in the breeze and the scent of incense wafting through the air. The traveler approached the monastery's courtyard, where Ryo sat under a simple wooden awning. He had eyes that sparkled with an inner light, and his face bore the wrinkles of wisdom earned through years of meditation and self-reflection. With great humility, the traveler approached Ryo and said, "Master Ryo, I have heard of your extraordinary presence and the transformative impact it has on those who meet you. I have come seeking your guidance, for I am lost in the chaos of my own mind." Ryo nodded, his gaze unwavering. He motioned for the traveler to sit beside him. They sat in silence for what felt like an eternity, with only the sound of the wind rustling the leaves and the distant murmur of a stream. After a while, Ryo reached for a teapot and poured tea into a cup, which he handed to the traveler. As the traveler took a sip, he realized that the tea tasted different than any he had ever had before. It was as if the flavors danced on his tongue, and he felt an overwhelming sense of calm. Without a word, Ryo refilled the traveler's cup and continued to do so as they sat together in silence. The traveler's mind, once filled with 1,000 thoughts, gradually quieted. He began to feel a deep sense of peace and clarity wash over him, as if the very essence of the mountain and the master had entered his soul. Hours passed, and the sun dipped below the horizon. Finally, the traveler broke the silence. "Master Ryo," he said with tears in his eyes, "I came here seeking answers, but in your presence, I have found something far greater. I have found myself." Ryo smiled gently and replied, "The power of presence is not in words or teachings, but in the silence that allows you to hear your own inner wisdom. You carried the answers within you all along. You just needed the stillness to uncover them." The traveler bowed deeply to Ryo, filled with gratitude for the profound lesson he had learned. With a heart now at peace, he left the monastery, knowing that the true power of presence lay not in seeking outside oneself, but in discovering the depths of one's own being. And so, he carried the wisdom of the Zen master's presence with him, forever transformed by the simple act of sitting in stillness. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe our channel.